Okay, besties, part two. So part one was mostly about the masculine energy that will be required from you, from this new elevation, from whatever throne you were seeking. Let's see what's going on with the feminine energy in this place. First card out of the deck is the Spirit of Cups, which is the King of Cups in this deck, but this is showing up as a feminine figure. So again, feminine energy, okay? This lady on this card, one, I want you to look at her eyes, okay? There's almost this energy of you getting new eyes from this place, and they're not normal, okay? They're not just like normal human eyes. It's almost like your eyes are able to kind of wield this like laser beam of spiritual energy, okay? This is like pure spiritual light that is coming through from her eyes, okay? And it's like she's directing it at whatever she wants. It's like she's enchanting whatever she wants, okay? So maybe while you're surveying this new kingdom or whatever, you're actually attuning it. You're attuning it to this new energy that you're wielding, okay? And I want you to look at what she's pouring, okay? She has a lantern, but what is coming from it is pure consciousness, pure water, and it's going into this chalice. There's almost this like Aquarian energy to this is what I'm getting, okay? You're like the water bringer. You're the one bringing this new source consciousness to whatever this place is. And again, that's kind of seeding the chaos, okay? In the chaos, this new stream of like consciousness is coming to this place, okay? It's coming down. It's like feeding it. It's being gathered in some kind of well. There could be a water feature at this place if this is like taking the form of like a physical space in your life. Or maybe you'll install a water feature. Maybe that will be a thing that you contribute. Spirit of Wands. Okay, I'm getting in the Mystic. Okay, your creative energy is very much needed here. All right, this is interesting. I'm almost getting the idea that there is like black magic in this place. Okay, I've got the Five of Swords and the Witch. Like there's just something about I want you to look at the cacti on this card. That's significant to me. It's almost like the way that this place was defended before was kind of using some like very dark means. And your energy, again, is going to kind of change that. There's almost like a lightness that you're bringing to this, like a new way of doing things. And the Spirit of Wands here, there's like a salamander, like a poisonous salamander on this card. Again, there's this energy of like the way that things were defended, the ways that were done before, the way that like the creative energy was harnessed, the way it was done was not really like on the up and up is what I'm hearing. So there's something like a little bit off about the maybe like the ethics of this place or something like that. Again, just the way that the energy was harnessed or distributed or something like that. Something was a little suspect, a little bit strange about it. So again, you're kind of being given this this new way of doing things that you're seeding to this place. Meditation. I'm also getting that your energy, you know, once this chaos kind of dies down, or maybe even in the midst of it, your energy is going to be like a very calming presence to this place, okay? And I keep saying this place, so let me know how this resonates. Let me know how this shakes out. Tell me in the comments like how this actually takes form for you, because I'm almost getting like you're being given dominion over something, okay? Like maybe you're gonna become like the manager of something, or maybe you're gonna be like acquiring a new property or something like that. There's something in the material realm that you're almost like I'm hearing the docent of. So you're going to be, you know, somehow in charge of something. And your energy is going to provide this very much needed respite, is what I'm hearing, for whoever visits this place. What else, Spirit? Aw, I love this. Okay, so your emotional energy, I'm getting that you have an overflowing amount of it, okay? And the reason that you're, okay, I'm also hearing like the biblical phrase, my cup runneth over. That's another reason that you're being anointed, okay? That's why you're being poured, like this oil is on you. Again, you might be moisturizing more than it, or you might be eating foods with like oil. Maybe you're eating like more olive oil or something like that, almost like a Mediterranean diet. The reason that there's this uptick of oil in your system is because it is supposed to run over to something else, okay? You're being given a surplus so it can pour out of you onto something that desperately needs it. And I'm getting that this place, or whatever form this takes for you, I'm getting the Sun and the Warrior of Cups, which is the King of Cups. So again, there's almost this energy of like you being able to give very generously emotionally, or even consciousness, okay? Maybe you're just going to be sharing like your spiritual gifts. Your ability to channel this energy outward. Again, that lady on the card was using her eyes to put that energy out. So even maybe just like you being there, your presence, there's something about this is just emanating a new light that this place desperately needs. I don't know what this is. This is a place where maybe some bad things have happened here in the past, or maybe it's a place where people gather when bad things happen, okay? This could be a place where people come maybe to grieve, to heal. I'm hearing like a library for some. This might be a place where information is kept. Like there's something about this energy where people in need come there. and your energy is going to be overflowing onto them, okay? It's almost like spirit is using you as a channel, as a conduit for their energy that is deeply needed by whoever is coming to this place, okay? It's like it's coming down into you, it's overflowing, it's like this overflowing cup, and then whoever kind of is in this place that you are presiding over is receiving that energy too. That's beautiful, bestie. Congratulations. Congratulations on this. You must have done a lot of proving to spirit to be given something like this, okay? This is a great responsibility and also a great honor, but in order to become such like a perfect channel for something so important, you must have done a lot of work on yourself, okay? So I want to take a minute to acknowledge that, and I want you to acknowledge that too, okay? King of Wands. Another thing that was required of you is to become very good at keeping boundaries around your creative life force, okay? You might be someone who's naturally generous. I'm picking up on like a Leo energy from this. Like there's almost this energy of like your sun energy, you know, whether this is your masculine energy or just like the light of God that shines through you, is extremely abundant. And again, the sun is like really coming in that window very strong. You know, the time of day it is, like that sun is very bright and very hot. And that's your energy that I'm picking up on, okay? Your energy very much is abundant in that way. It shines on people probably whether they want it to or not. You know, anyone in your vicinity has no choice but to be transformed in some way by your energy because it is so powerful. You know, this is like you're installing like a floodlight in an area. Like everyone's going to see the floodlight, you know, whether they want to or not. They can't really tune out the floodlight. Like that's a very bright source of light. So again, bestie, in order for you to have that much light, you must have proven something pretty important to the divine. So take a moment to pat yourself on the back. Justice. Okay, I'm getting that spirit has, in the monarch again, spirit is using you to correct an imbalance again. And I think I'm almost getting like lineage energy from this. So again, if you were the black sheep in your lineage, spirit is kind of using you. You're like the sleeper agent that they stick in places to upset something that is just too stuck in the mud, too mired in whatever protocol that has been going on. You know, these could just be like patterns in a family line or something like that that have persisted and persisted and persisted. And like the only way that something is going to change is if there is a great rupture, okay? And I'm seeing a stitch splitting apart, okay? And that's your energy. And again, a lot of people might not appreciate that because they don't like big changes in their life. They don't like big changes even if they are for their highest good. But again, the energy that you embody is extremely important, and in the long run people are going to be extremely thankful. You know, I don't know that you're going to be getting like the praise for that at any point. Hopefully you do, but at the end of the line, like your energy was very needed. This energy that you have seeded, this chaotic, disruptive, rebellious energy was exactly what was needed to accomplish whatever this goal was, you know, to bring justice to this situation. I've heard some people say that justice is a concept that we invented, that we as humans invented, and it doesn't quite exist on Earth the way we think it does. So a lot of things that the divine would deem as justice don't really make sense to our human selves, because we're like, how on earth is that justice? But again, like when I'm here in the Galactic Federation, so whenever like the overseers of what is happening here on Earth, they are considering everything, not just things that have happened that we can see, not just things that have happened in this lifetime, but everything as a whole. You know, they're kind of looking at the Akashic records and they're surveying everything that has happened, and they're saying, okay, this would be justice to the entire situation, not just the tiny little, you know, kernel of information that we as humans are privy to. So remember that when things like this are happening. And when people around you aren't really on board with the changes that are happening, understand that they don't have access to that information. You likely do. You likely can see a lot more of it than anyone else, you know, if you're a conduit for energy like this. Three of Wands and the Nymph of Cups. Bestie, there is this energy of like, okay, this might be given to you on the back of some kind of tragedy or heartbreak, okay? There might be some loss, actually, I think is a better word for it. Something might have to be lost in order for you to take this throne. Maybe whoever the person was who was presiding on the throne before has to step down in some way or be removed. And again, there's almost this energy of like you having to grieve something. But in the space where you are grieving this thing, it is creating an opening. And you are going to be holding something in that opening, okay? It's almost like let yourself grieve this, let this slip off of you, let this be taken from you. Don't be afraid to cry, you know, to whatever that looks like for you, because it's creating an opening for something. I'm gonna go to a part 3 and see what that is.